Hey guys, happy Wednesday, Facebook Living. Here we are. I'm here to make some pretty card for you, make a pretty card for you, this poppy card. I'm going to make mine a tad bit different, just use some different things here and there, and going to show you one of my favorite suites in the catalog. Before I make that, though, I want to show you a sneak peek of one of the cards that we're going to be making at my retreat. So I'm super excited about this March 6th, 7th, and 8th. And it's going to be the cutest thing in the world. This is one of the cards we're going to make. We have 8 cute projects. It's a full weekend retreat. And I do have a retreat to go available. And we have just had 2 spots open up for the spend the night, or just for the live retreat. So if you're interested in that, I need to know in the next couple days so you can come join us for fun. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're using the Poppy Suite in the catalog, and it's actually one of my favorites. These poppies are year-round, in my opinion, and they don't necessarily scream spring. They're just bright, bold colors. They're certainly great for spring, but good for summer, and even, frankly, in winter. I just love a good pop of color in the winter. So this is the entire Peaceful Poppies Suite. We've got this gorgeous paper, and I do have just bits and pieces of it left. It's got some really gorgeous prints, watercolored. It just goes on for days. Love the paper. I've used 2 packs of it so far. And then we've got some great sequins, some whisper white ribbon, which I'm down to like a smidge of. It's a crinkle seam binding ribbon. And then we've got these Peaceful Poppies Elements, but the star of the show, of this bundle, of this suite, is the I want to show you the colors that are in it, because it has a lot of pretty colors. It's got Poppy Parade, Calypso Curl, Flirty Flamingo, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Pool Party, Rich Razzleberry, and Blackberry Bliss. So the whole 9 yards. There are 2 bundles in the suite, which is why the suite is, the total suite of everything Poppies is $136.50. So you're going to get 2 full bundles, the paper, the sequins, the ribbon, and the elements. So we are going to focus on the Peaceful Moments bundle. And I just want to clarify the difference between these 2 bundles. The Peaceful Moments bundles has the Poppy Moments dies and all these gorgeous sentiments, okay? Hey, Susie. So sentiments for days, okay? Mixed fonts, which we really love. This is ultimately versatile. It's got all the different kinds of things. And then you can build poppies, poppies, poppies until the end of the day. The other set in the suite is the Painted Poppies Bundle, which is a gorgeous stamp set that stamps poppies that you can color and stamp and watercolor and do all kinds of things with. And then these wonderful dies that cut out labels. And then also there is a die that cuts out this poppy and cuts out this poppy and cuts out this leaf. Okay, so you've got really, to get everything poppy, you need to get both bundles. But we're going to focus on this Peaceful Moments bundles. Hey, Kathy Brown. And the Poppy Moments dies tonight. So that's the whole suite. And you will see I have already done a lot of the cutting for us tonight. So let me pull out the Poppy Moments dies. These dies go for days. Lots of pretty things. I already have these out because I was cutting them before. So you've got the whole outline for the poppy. And then you've got this more detailed overlay. And then you've got these two dies that cut out these leafy fronds here. And then you've got this cute little die. We think these kind of look like microbes, but you've got to cut out the center of the poppy. So those are all the dies that I've used today. But lots of other little half poppies, little centers. This is a little half poppy, and that can go in there. This cuts out just a real cool thing. Lots of fun things to cut there. So you want to have this. Hey Chris, you want to have these in your collection of dies. All right, so let's build this pretty card. We're going to start with a Whisper White thick base. Anytime you're making a card that has a white base, you want to use thick Whisper White, not regular, because regular just won't hold up to the weight. And then this is obviously well, it's not obviously, but I'll tell you, it is a piece of the designer paper from the Poppy Suite, okay? But I am out of it, so I am substituting Balmy Blue tonight for our card. So you would, I mean, either way, I do think this is much prettier, so definitely pick up some of the designer paper. And this layer is simply 4 by 5 1/4. And then this black strip here is part of the Poppy Elements. I do think right now they're on back order. You'll get them eventually, but I'm going to go ahead and use this die from the seasonal layers. So if you haven't ever used the seasonal layers dies, the best die in the world is this one. So it makes these little scallop things, but you'll recognize it's the dies that have the chair, the little beach chair, but all the leaves and all the fun, wonderful things in it. So if you don't have those, go ahead and snap that up because you're going to need it. All right, so we stick that down with a glue dot, and then we're going to do some stamping. So I chose the Congratulations, and we have a Whisper White strip that is 3 1/4 by 4. So we're just using Memento black ink, and we're going to pop that right in the middle there. Let that dry just a hair. All right. And while we're letting that set, I'm going to show you how we're going to build up this poppy. So this is the outer layer of the poppy, and this is the inner layer. I'm just going to simply put glue dots on the back of this and pop this down here. So if you'll notice, when I did this card, I did the outside and the inside layer the same color, Poppy Parade. You have the other set. You do need this set, Kathy. They're a pair. But I thought it would be prettier. I matched the Poppy Parade with what I would call a complementary color, which is the Real Red. So you can see that does kind of stand out a little bit more. Would you agree? So we've got our Real Red on top of Poppy Parade. And then we're just going to stick this little microbial basic black center here. And you'll notice I used the yellow floral centers. We do have those in the catalog. Completely used all those, so we're going to use one of these. They're both gorgeous. These are the gold faceted gems. So that also makes a really pretty poppy. Okay. Now what you're going to do is build your poppy. So I thought it was easier just to go ahead and pop this on first with dimensionals. So we're going to pop, 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 pop this up. Like so. About like there. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build our little fronds. Oh my gosh, I can't pick that thing up, it's so small. So you could use your green top glue. I don't have mine handy, so I'm just gonna use a glue dot and fold it over a little bit. So you just need one, you don't need a ton, just to kind of line it up and stick it down. Okay, because this part, what I'm going to do now is get a glue dot, maybe a couple. I like to use a couple when I'm sticking it under the poppy. Ooh, and you know what I remember now? I think I need to trim that down. I made this card. It was a design of my friend Erica Serwin. She's very talented. But I originally made this card when I had my Diva Day. So I had a day where I honored my Silver Elite demonstrator, who at that time was Elizabeth Mayfield Hart. So we made these cards that day. I'm just going to see. I don't need to trim this one off because it's going to fit right under there. So just get a glue dot somewhere on that olive. Oh, by the way, this is Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. Those are the colors that we're using here on this frond. And tucking that under with a couple of glue dots. Oh, there's a dimensional right there. I did not plan that. Okay, there we go. Isn't that wonderful? It's just all the wonderful going on here. Okay, but now what we're going to do is get that sentiment on. And I don't know if you've noticed, but this has kind of got some personality to it. So first you're going to make your little V with your paper snips. Don't cut your finger. All right, so that's gorgeous. But now what we're going to do is we want to give it a little whirl. So we're going to fold this way, and we're going to fold this way. So it just kind of gives it a little dimension. And then the cool thing is you can stick, I stick a glue dot in the valleys, okay? So one here, and then one here. And this goes, and the cool thing is this also covers up that little junction there. So that's covered. Isn't that gorgeous? Do you love little poppies everywhere? All right, so gorgeous cards. Let me show you some other things that you can do with the poppies dies. So this is part of the class that Elizabeth and I made, was a 3D poppy. So you cut the poppies out, snip them, curl them in, and then just layer them. Layer, layer, layer. We also use this stamp to stamp it splotchy in the middle, the elements here, and some of the pretty paper, and just built a pretty box, which has kind of gotten banged up. Let me show you some other gorgeous cards. This card is a special card that I received from our DDM, Chad Williams, and you can see he did the poppies with the dark in the middle and the light on the outside, which is actually also very pretty. So you decide which way you like. Dark or light, light or dark. And then he's got the designer paper here in little circles. Isn't that cute? And he wrote a nice, sweet little card there for me. Also, this is a card where you can see the dies really let you go outside of your normal color scheme. And you've got the white with the black, which reminds me of a pansy. Isn't that cool? But that was a neat swap that I got. And then you can see here's another color combination. We've got, this is, I'm guessing, Calypso Coral and Flirty Flamingo. Or it could be, nope, it's Poppy Parade and Calypso Coral. That would be my guess. So just get in that red-orange family and you'll be safe, basically. And look, they doubled up these dies. And you can see here's the half die, the half poppy, and then you've got that little half thing there. So this is actually this card on a smaller scale, as you can tell. So lots of pretty things that you can make with those poppy dies, but you wouldn't want to just get the poppy dies in this stamp set. I would also branch out and get the Painted Poppies stamp set with these great dies called Painted Labels, because they have all the pretty labels, okay? And let me show you the projects that I have made with that. It's just using the poppy paper. These are the, let me get all three. Maybe I just have 2 of the cards that we made. These are cards that we made at the Diva Day, and I love it. Erica Serwin designed these, but I call this the storybook fold. But you've got the cool use of the designer paper that you can see both sides of there. We've got this cute simple card that used the stamp to make this background, and then this just simple stamp. It's more of the dies in this Painted Poppy set, and then you've just got a simple black ink there with the designer paper. That's a really cute card. This is a card that uses some watercolor paper, and they really got fancy with coloring in the poppies here and coloring in the leaves, adding those sequins that you see. Another wonderful card with Flirty Flamingo, using all those pretty stamps. We've already seen that one. This is a card I made it on stage, super simple. You can see that you can even color that that crinkle seam binding ribbon. We colored that pool party. One more simple card using that set. So cute. So poppies for days. Poppies, poppies, poppies. You've got to have them all. All right, so if you buy just the Peaceful Moments bundle, hey Connie, you have all the poppies, so you can make all these pretty cards. The Peaceful Moments bundle is $52. If you purchase that, you can get a free celebration item. And then the Painted Poppies bundle is $52, and you can get 2 free celebration items, or you can get the whole suite for $136. So you decide what you want to do. If you want the whole suite, then talk to me about getting a starter kit, because you'll want to get the $125 for $99, no shipping. Get your free paper cutter, your 6x6 paper, and your free stamp set. Now, last thing, we are making this card at card class next week. So on the 25th of February is card class. It's at 6:30 p.m. So you're going to make 2 of these, and you're going to make 2 of these cute cards. This is one of the free stamp sets you can get with Celebration, the Meerkat set. So that might be something you would want to choose. Aren't those adorable? And then 2 of these cards. So you should come to card class. We're going to make all these wonderful cards. It's $15 or free with a minimum purchase. So definitely worth your time. It's at 6:30, and just I'll put the link to sign up for the class in the information with this video. So that's about all I've got for you tonight. I appreciate your attention to the Poppies Parade, and thank you, Connie. I love the umbrellas too, so you just hang in there, everybody, and I will see you next week. Bye.